What's going on, guys? It's GZ. Welcome to my channel. Back with another build for Demon Hunter. This is Dash DPS summon builds, which I am really liking. It doesn't have the knife trap, but what I'm using with it is escape, which helps me escape from wizard AoE attacks, the one that actually chase you, electric orb, or some surprising attack from other classes. So I could actually use escape to run, but it also gives me a couple other benefits. But anyways, let me show you guys some gameplay, and while you watch that, I am also going to show my essences at the same time. And let's begin with the first one here, which is Boar at the Door. Also, I have a Eternal FX, which is for Century, has a 15% chance to fire additional bolt. This is really good for summon builds. So this was just a luck, but you really don't need it. And what it does is Sentry now summons an untargetable shadow target at a targeted location that attacks nearby enemies, and also the cooldown gets reduced to 9 seconds and it stays active for 6 seconds, which makes this helm really good and works really nicely. Then for the chest piece, I am loving this. This is really nice to escape when someone tries to chase you or you want to deal damage from a distance. This is a really nice piece for vengeance. Earring kill. And what it does is vengeance now summon your inner demon to attack nearby enemies, but it no longer passively increase your movement speed. Vengeance damage increase by 18%, and also cooldown reduce if you have a awakened slot. And the cooldown of this vengeance is only 9 seconds and it stays active for 6, so this makes vengeance really good and you can pretty much spam this a lot and it does really good damage. So I am using this and it does really good to provide extra support. And for the escape skill itself, I am using Chittering Grief. As you guys can see, I also have a eternal buff here, which is for stray. Is only one out of 4 that I have at the moment, but it still does make a difference. And what it does is the essence itself, escape increase critical hit chance by 19% for 3 seconds, escape cooldown decrease by 10%. So this is really nice. When you use dash, you're going to get critical chance too, and I am combining that with the escalating violence, which allow me to stumble, to lunge forward, and you can either use this to attack with the lunge with the escape or to make distance from your enemies or try to escape from surprise attacks like AoE. Then for the strafe itself, I am using Fellow Farm so I could drop my shadow strafes in front of me. This is really nice. And combining my main hand with the strafe too, I have Starmolane, which launches the missiles with your strafe and increasing the duration of strafe with Unrelenting Furrow. This is really nice, so they last really longer and the cooldown is really low. And for the Century, one on is what I am using, and it marks the enemies that Century is attacking and they take more damage. So there goes, these are my combination here, and I have been very lazy with my set items, so I am using 4 pieces of Banquet of Ice for harmful effect, increased damage and crit chance. So this is actually not bad, but you can go with something else to increase your damage. And having Viper Bite, Everlasting Torment, Seeping Bile in this build is going to enhance your DPS by a lot. You can stay back and deal damage from distance, so that is going to be good. But I don't have that combination. The only gem I'm using is Viper Bite with Rolling Consequence. So I have two of these harmful effects, but not the Everlasting Torment or Seeping Bile. But then again, 4 piece of V2's Urge is what I am using, so you can see pretty decent, but not the specific one that I am actually using. The best combination for this build is 4 pieces of Grace of Fraudulent with Everlasting Torment, Pain Claps, Viper Bite, Seeping Bile, Rolling Consequence with 2 pieces of Fish String Baron, so your duration on harmful effect gets longer, which would help your Grace of Fraudulent to hit more lightning attacks. And having the 2 piece of Banquet of Ice with that as a third buff for you is going to increase the damage of harmful effects as well. So 4 piece of Grace of Fraudulent, 2 piece of Fish String Baron, and 2 piece of Banquet of Ice would be the most ideal one to go with this setup, so you can stay behind, deal damage, and move around safely. But yeah, this is going to be a different direction, the PvP direction, but if you're into it, then you can be far more effective than what you are seeing here me playing at the moment. And since Citrine gems are being sold for 100 right now, it is quite easy to increase your potency to deal harmful effect, to be more effective at the harmful effect that is. But definitely this build is really solid, fun, and works really nicely, especially if you end up in a really high reso match. You can still provide some support there from a distance, which might make some difference for your team to bring victory. Overall, this match was quite balanced. I checked the resonance and I noticed that my summons were doing really good, but you cannot one versus one with this build, so you have to rely on others that they would actually stay alive and provide you enough cover so you can do your work. Otherwise, this build is going to make you feel like that you're doomed and you're going to lose. So it also relies on the team that you're playing with, but overall really nice and fun builds. And let me just quickly show you my gems. This is what my gems look like: Void Spark, Viper Bite, Globe Cask, Plus Soak Jade, Bottle Hope, Mother Lament, Rolling Consequence, and Fervent Fang. All my 5-star gems are rank 6 for quality, as you guys can see here, and I have 5 of them. Then for the Paragon setup itself, this was I was using Slinger, so this is a really nice combination. Here, let me show you what were the above: Careful Aim, Lone Wolf, Unseen Dynamism, Gifted, Uncanny. But you definitely have options to play around with them if you want to try something different. And for the Warband buff, I was on Protector to have a bigger size and more HP, so I can survive and not just die instantly. But you could go actually with Attacker for more damage. It's just a player preference. But anyways, this is what the builds looks like, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys. Oh yeah, one more thing, my stats, this is what it looks like: 40,000 combat rating, not very crazy at penetration or armor or potency. This is what it looks like, so quite decent there. But anyways, see you guys later.